In this video, you're going to learn how one of our new members, Kyle, made 1.8k in less than 4 days using the pool. And actually, it's quite interesting because as we know at the time of the recording, the market is in the toilet, but guys like Kyle are utilizing DeFi, meaning these guys make money regardless of the current price. And that's what I want to show you today, so you guys can utilize other strategies alongside your HODL portfolio. So again, proof in the pudding. We always talk about proof on this channel, which is super important. You can see here, 2 hours ago, it was probably about 4 or 5 days ago that he posted this, but when I screenshotted it before making this video, it's about 2 hours ago. Basically, he made 1.8k for free, and he has a free 1.8k to play with. And again, it's a lot more than that right now because that was 4 days ago. And, you know, that's been 4 days ago, and this was 8 days ago when he made this post. So basically what he said was Zora pool, and again, I want to just touch on something real quick. Zora, you can replace with pretty much anything. Zora is a coin that he already believed in when he joined our community, and it was just by accident that we found a great pool that he could utilize against Ethereum. So just keep that in mind. If you don't have Zora, okay, you don't need to stop watching the video. You maybe want to look at other pools that you can use, but this was one of the coins he had, and that's the result that he had. So basically, he had a Zora pool, and it was averaging about 2 to 3k. He's got super tight ranges. I'll show you ranges in a second. And he had $6,000 in Aero, and he had $6,000 in ADA, which wasn't doing anything. He then swapped that into Zora and wrapped Ethereum, which is obviously just Ethereum. And then Zora USDC after 4 days, he made 1.8k. Again, he rotated this back to Aero and ADA, his initial starting points. And again, this was the 2 positions for free. So he basically made a new pool with Zora and Ethereum for free just within 4 days. And that's the difference. And the whole point here is it's risk free, okay? Because he wants to stack Zora for an altcoin season. But he couldn't stack Zora before that because he had to find the Zora from the initial funding, right? He had a little bit of Zora, but he didn't have enough for it to make sense. He just used his initial portfolio, 12k, on these 2 coins, $6,000 in ADA, $6,000 in Aero, and what he did, here's a little profile here, a little smiley face in snow, he just used that to start a Zora and Ethereum pool. So again, if you want to know how to do this, listen up. I'm going to show you the exact strategy that he did, and maybe you can change this to other pools if you don't have Zora, because again, I don't want to be the guy that tells you to buy Zora. That's not what this video is about. It's looking at what you have to potentially look at other coins that you want to monetize. So we always say, you always need to go. So Kyle always loved the coin Zora. So he had a goal to get more Zora. His goal was to stack more Zora using other blue chip assets in his portfolio. He temporarily moves his ADA and Aero to an Ethereum and Zora pool. And again, Ethereum's great, but Zora is the riskier coin that he already had. So it wasn't a risk for him because he went to zero anyways. It would already went to zero, if that makes sense. So 4 days, he printed 1.8k in fees. But more importantly for him, a fuck ton of Zora, which again is his goal. It's not really about the 1.8k. It's nice, it's cute in 4 days, but his goal is to stack so much more Zora for this bull run that he believes in. So again, you get the 1.8k, and then he keeps the flywheel spinning by going back to his ADA and Aero, but now he has an Ethereum and Zora pool that he can use to continuously print fees that he stacked for free. So again, let's show you how to do this. If you come on VFAT, and again, this video is not just about Zora, it's just this specific scenario. You can type in any single coin that you want in VFAT. This is the platform we recommend. There's obviously Solana, pools, etc. on Orica, and Sui that I just made a video on recently on Turbo Finance. There's other platforms, Uniswap as well, that I was using a lot on Brett and Ethereum, and I made $48,000 on. But again, VFAT is going to be your home kind of base on most of your coins, right? So if I just type in Zora, the pool, and I'm actually in the pool as well, by the way. I put $6,000 in. It's been very, very juicy. So again, I believe he was in this one. It could have been this one. These fees change all the time. But let's just say we're in a super low, it's a low APR one for this one, even though it's more than 20% per month. But obviously Zora is a riskier coin. You can see here as well that Zora actually started to go up as well. So that 1.8k that he made, although it's taking a big dip right now, but it's still up from his initial entry, was worth way even more. Okay, that's something to keep in mind. If the coin goes well, let's say you made 1.8k in fees and the coin doubles, was like you made 3.6k because you kept the coins or you kept the money in Zora. Hopefully that makes sense. So back to Zora, basically, if we're looking at the Zora Ethereum one, again, a 36% range is pretty wide, but if you wanted to just go for the 10 or 15% per month that we recommend on these kind of riskier coins, you go 50% wide range and you still make give or take 20% per month. So again, super, super basic stuff. It doesn't need more complicated than this. If you have XRP, if you have AVAX, again, just showing you guys how you can monetize your assets, man. AVAX Bitcoin pools, there's AVAX Ethereum pools, there's AVAX Black pools. There's so many coins that you probably don't realize in your portfolio that you could be putting to work, but you just don't know how to do that. Again, showing you this all for free. You don't have to buy our product. You don't have to do anything. I want to give you this for free so you go and get results, and maybe you transact with us in the future in our community like Kyle did. But you should just take this away and just look at your own portfolio and just see, hey, let me just test something with $100. Let's see if it works. Let's see if Jake isn't talking bullshit. You'll see a couple of dollars in your account probably the next day, depends how much you put in on $100 and the APY, etc. You'll be like, fuck, I just made $2 overnight. It sounds like nothing, but it's a small stepping stone to what we set our guys in our community, which is 10K per month. And most of our guys, not every guy, depends on your portfolio, getting close to that 10K per month. And I couldn't be more happier. I think we have 117, 116 members now, and 50 or 60 of them are over 10K per month. It's pretty effing crazy. So again, don't need to sell you anything, giving you this for free. Come on VFAT. If you have a portfolio, test something with $100, $200, open up a Rabby wallet, open up a MetaMask wallet, because that's what you need to connect the wallet, and just play around with stuff, man. And you'll find some gems. You maybe have some riskier coins you want to monetize. You'll thank me later. Peace and take care. That was Kyle's story. I'm really excited what Kyle can do in the future, because he's got a great future, great value to us. And Kyle, if you're watching this, I super appreciate you being part of our group, and hopefully it was worth the time and investment that you made. So peace and take care, guys. Let me know your thoughts.